All right, well, we made it through week 2. I wish that I can say that it was a perfect week, but it wasn't. However, there was tons of good that came about from last week, and especially June's preparation for her A's game and also the zoo.
Yeah, so this week was a little bit tricky because I had a very busy week. So I had an A's game on Tuesday, and it was Memorial Day on Monday, so we went to the zoo. So, I mean, if you asked me last year what I did for Memorial Day, I would tell you I was like drinking beer, well, actually I was pregnant at that time, but when I wasn't pregnant, I was having beer and eating hot dogs and stuff like that. But because I'm on this new journey of, going towards a more healthy lifestyle, I made sure I prepped for those 2 outings, of course. So I looked at my schedule the day of the zoo and the A's game, and I saw what I had to eat for those times. So like for instance, the game for the Oakland A's, I got a salad from Fresh and Easy with some chicken, so that covered my protein and vegetables. I also got some grapes for my fruit, and then also like some cucumbers so I could snack on. So honestly, that was one of the hardest things I had to go through like during this process, just because I see all my friends and family, they're drinking beer and like eating all this junk. So, but I stuck through it, and I feel like I did pretty good those two outings.
Now here's where last week got a little tricky. She had to eat out at In-N-Out for one of her meals throughout the week. And I really wanted to make this 6-day-a-week diet about preparation, about making sure that you eat the foods that are on the diet and not have to make those decisions where you're out and about with no food. Now, I'm not saying right now that her choice was bad, because it was a good choice. It's a choice that I would have made too. But it's just right now in the beginning of this diet, we're only on week 2, just finished with it. It's so important to stay on track and to stick to the diet and to be prepared, and anything other than that is going to be considered not succeeding. So it's important that I think people understand that it happens, and it's not failing unless you quit. And that's what I told her. I was like, I may tell you, hey, that wasn't really what we were going for, and you may get down a little bit throughout this process. But I know in the end it's going to help you out, and I know in the end all of these good decisions are going to lead to your success in becoming healthier.
So last Thursday we went to San Francisco to visit my husband's family, and I knew that we were going to be going there around lunchtime. It was kind of like a last minute visit, so I didn't have enough time to prep, and my husband really wanted In-N-Out. So normally I would get like an animal style burger and cheese and fries or whatever, but I tried to order the most healthiest thing I could get, and that was the protein burger. And I should have probably prepared a little bit better, but I felt during that time I had to make a quick decision, and I made the most healthiest choice.
Every day is a process. Every day, some days you have to fight for every meal, and some days it goes quick and you're like, damn, that day was easy. It's a process, and it's important not to get caught up when trying to change your lifestyle on the scale. And that's just a big thing that I do not recommend anybody do. If you're really going to change your lifestyle, don't even freaking have a scale, because all it's going to do is piss you off, especially in the beginning, because in the beginning of any weight training program, you're going to gain a little bit of muscle, and so the scale's going to not really give you a true idea of your overall health and fitness level.
So the total weight loss that I lost last week was 1 pound. Honestly, I was a little bit hard on myself, just because the very first week I lost 5 pounds. But when I thought about it, the very first week I was doing this new diet, so of course it's going to put my body in shock, so I'm going to shed weight a lot quicker, as opposed to the second week I was getting used to the routine of eating. But how do I feel? I mean, I feel good that I made that progress. My workouts here at CrossFit, I feel like I'm gaining muscle, so I'm thinking that's why I lost 1 pound. But this week, honestly, it was a lot tougher than the first week, because now reality is setting in, and I have like 10 more weeks to go, and temptations are really getting to me, and I feel like I'm going through withdrawals with my cravings with like sugar and junk food. But I really want to make sure that I stick to this and not give up. So what's motivating me is just, crossing the finish line and just making sure that I plan ahead of time. So in situations where if I go to a last minute outing, I don't have to go to In-N-Out to get like a protein burger.
So we're gonna see what week 3 brings. I know that as long as she sticks to the 3 days on, 1 day off, stick to the diet, no excuses, just come in, I can guarantee that she's gonna lose weight. I really know and believe in my heart that she works hard and all she has to do is show up, follow the plan, and just don't quit. So I'm looking forward to week 3. We'll see where that leads us.